Hi Virgo, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of January 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, for your amazing strong presence, but I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for your month, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do more than appreciate in advance you hitting that like button, commenting down below, claim the success and abundance for oneself. Do tell me how this resonates for you individually, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, join this amazing Virgo tribe. But I did pre-pull an overall Tarot of Dreams card for your month, and then I pre-pulled two oracles, which we'll speak upon in a moment. But you have the Six of Coins, aka the Six of Pentacles. To get this in a money and career read for the month, absolutely amazing, okay? Being your center energy, you can expect this to be a very abundant month for oneself, where you're seeing money flowing, you're seeing success come to be, I want to say growth, okay? The scales of justice balancing out in your favor. I do feel like you have a way about communicating with people of importance or people you're trying to help, okay? Making other people feel important, but I feel like your individual life purpose is coming into play in certain ways throughout the month, okay? I do feel like you're going to be gifted an opportunity to succeed more. Okay, this could be a new job. It could be a promotion. It could be gifted a project. Okay, the opportunity to improve or just to impress in one way, shape, or form. I do feel as if my unemployed Virgo is drawn to the reading at some point in the month, if you choose to or have the opportunity to invest is what I'm hearing, but to interview, you'll do so with ease, okay? But naturally, look at that, the Feather card, talking about abundance, easy money coming in, okay? I do feel as if there's a lot of Virgos drawn to the reading where there's expected income. Say it's your salary, your hourly pay, or just certain levels of money being gifted, right? Tips or commission. But I do feel like there's unexpected income on top of that all the meanwhile. And if you don't have expected income, then there's simply unexpected money flowing in, like it says, quite easily, okay? And I do feel like there might be, a divine intervention taking place if you're viewing a job in an unhealthy way, okay? Or if you're working in a toxic environment. Because I feel like some drawn to the reading, things are just not dealt with properly at work, or just you work with some unhealthy people, potentially, I want to say authority figures, or even coworkers. It could be more so people that that work for you, right? Depending on your position. But I do feel like, okay, corporate is what I'm hearing. Naturally, that makes sense. But I just feel like some of you needing to ask oneself, am I wrapped up with my life purpose, with my career? Am I working a job that makes me feel fulfilled? It makes the world of a difference, okay? And it's totally respectable if you work a job or jobs just to make money, okay? We've all been there, right? But at the end of the day, Spirit's saying, don't you deserve more, okay? Don't you desire to be able to make money and feel passionate and fulfill your life purpose all the meanwhile, okay? So that might be where that divine intervention is coming into play. But I feel like you're a light worker either way, okay? Some of you might be gifted a new business idea throughout the month at a certain point, and it's up to you to decide when that should be put to use, okay? It's a gift from the gods. It's a gift from the spiritual realm, if you ask me. But I do feel like some of you need to travel for work, okay? Or thinking about where you wish to travel to, naturally being something you would have to spend money on. But I feel like you're the type of person being drawn to this reading where you don't like having the uncertainty of your finances for the future, right? Moving forward, you want the comfort, the stability of knowing I have this savings built up for a potential rainy day, or just for unexpected switch ups, changes coming into play, right? And you just want that stability of money flowing in naturally. So Spirit's saying, let's think creatively. Is there a way you can add one, if not two, new streams of passive income into your situation, right? Flowing in. And if so, how do we go about, in a simplistic, productive manner, how do we go about making that come to be, okay? Even if it starts out like coming in quite lightly, right? It will pick up over time naturally, because I feel like there's just a focus on the way things are growing, on how you're flowing with the words that you're speaking, the messages you're conveying, and the way you're building something from the ground up or have been, okay? I feel like my entrepreneur Virgo is drawn to the reading. You are one powerful speaker or creator, and that's coming into play, or both, okay? But I feel like either way, whatever you choose to wrap oneself up with throughout the month as far as work goes, for your career, you're very on point and successful and impressive all the meanwhile, okay? Nobody said it's going to be a perfect month, but it's a very abundant one, clearly, with those two cards beginning your reading. But we also have the ring card because there's a focus on financial commitments, say your housing situation, a vehicle of transportation like a car. I do feel like some of you thinking about upgrading, okay? And could be more than one financial commitment you want to upgrade, and Spirit saying you deserve that, okay? You could be waiting on an approval for a loan, for that new car, right? For something else of importance for oneself. Bear with me as I just spaced out. I feel like that's going to happen to you at certain points. And I do sense that you need to ask oneself, well, where did I just drift to? It could just be to nowhere, right? You could have just blanked out, and that's totally okay. I feel like you have a lot going on. Try to do your best. And I know this sounds obvious, but it's coming up for a reason. Do your best to keep your personal life out of the work environment. And obviously that's going to be a bit difficult if you work from home. But do you know what I'm saying? Try not to over chit chat about one's life at work, or just think about or mull over, text or call people about personal matters when at work, because I feel like Spirit's saying this is going to benefit you greatly to keep the different areas of your life quite separated, okay? And I do feel as if, excuse me, okay, you could be finding that somebody at work and or at home is making you a bit nervous, and you could feel as if you're very affected by energy, so naturally that's how it's coming to be, okay? Or how they're affecting you. And it could be more than one person for you. But I do feel like there's a focus on the fact that you may not be fully seeing somebody for who they truly are at work, okay? Or potentially who you're living with. There could be a snake in the grass, okay? Or multiple. And so overly sharing at this time, or just being outwardly expressive about what you're mulling over, especially if you're thinking about leaving that position or just upgrading in one way, shape, or form. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like people's opinions and judgments aren't going to be necessarily helpful for your confidence or your thought process, okay, or decision making. But Spirit's saying, let's think about the long term. Okay, what's going to make you happiest? What's going to help you feel more financially stable? And what's going to give you the chance to improve, to progress, to exceed your potential all the meanwhile? If you're working a day-to-day job where there is no chance to move up, then maybe you need to be thinking about, and you may already know this, may need to be thinking about a new position, a new company where you can move on up and again, exceed that potential. But for some of you, it's about how to take your business to the distance, okay? Or it could be both. But I do feel like there's a focus on working well with others, but more so in regards to, I want to say, your independence, okay? But there's going to be a moment or two throughout the month where I feel like you're going to have to work well with somebody or multiple people, and you do so with ease, even if you don't want to, okay? But naturally look at that, fulfilling career, okay? Fulfilling career. Let's continue and pull some Gilded Tarot. I feel like it's a month of synchronicities as well, naturally with the Feather card, very spiritually connected. We're going to guide you towards what you need to succeed with the most at that moment. You may find oneself going into your work day or your work week having a set sort of way about accomplishing everything you need to, having a lot on your plate, to just having a specific order in regards to how you see things getting done. And Spirit's saying keep an open mind, go with the flow, because there's going to be certain small obstacles, things added onto your plate, okay, distractions even, delays, okay, and this may frustrate you to a certain extent, but I feel like with a level of ease, as long as you keep that in mind, keep your mind open in regards to, again, the order, how things get done, it all happen the way it's meant to. Okay, that was very uncomfortable. Keywording, the Chariot, okay, because I really do feel like you're motivated throughout the month, and this is leaving you with so much abundance, okay? And I feel like Spirit's saying, let's move towards what's best for Virgo. Keep other people's opinions and how it's going to affect other people, that company. Keep that out of your vision, your mind, and think for a hot second or at multiple points throughout the month, what can I do to improve my money and career situation? Okay. How good does this abundance feel? And how can I acquire more of it? Okay. But Spirit's saying the success you're meant for at this point along your path, not meant to feel stressful. Period. It's not meant to feel stressful. And I really do feel like some of you are thinking about how you're quite trapped in a work environment, in a potentially a commitment, a contract even, having an expected endpoint. But what do I move to next? That's the question. So I feel like there could be potentially some investing, some investigating is coming through, some research in regards to a new opportunity for oneself or multiple. But I feel like there are times for some of you where you're looking at the clock multiple points throughout the day, the workday, thinking, okay, when is this going to be done? Can I just wrap up the week? I'm hearing, thank God it's Friday. I really do feel like some of you just need a new home life so that you can run your business quite smoothly, or potentially need to think about in the long term, down the line, when can you afford or invest in an office space for oneself, okay, where you can separate your business, your work from your home life more, okay? I know that would benefit me greatly, but I just feel like there's just a lot of thoughts about how to improve things for oneself. Just because it's an abundant month, just because a job or an opportunity for your career brings in money consistently, doesn't mean it's right for you in the long run, right? We need you to be feeling fulfilled, happy, and comfortable. Okay, comfortable. The energy in that work environment and that living situation for you needs to feel on point for you, period. Especially for my empath, Virgos drawn to the reading. We also have the Magician, because I feel like whether you realize it or not, you are manifesting a lot at this time, okay? It's the month of January to begin 2023 where Spirit's reminding Virgos out there that the possibilities are endless for you at this time, and you can literally make whatever you see, whatever you desire come to be, whether, again, that's more money, more career success, a new opportunity, okay, a switch up or multiple, depending on your situation. But I really do feel like some of you Virgos are quite efficient with what you do, what you create with your hands, okay? But again, your voice, in I want to say more than one way, is coming into play and being put to use quite efficiently, okay? And Spirit's saying don't be surprised if towards the end of the month specifically, there is a new opportunity or just a new way for you to get your voice out there. Whether you choose to take that on or utilize it to your advantage, that's absolutely up to you. But it feels like they're saying gateways are opening up, okay? Doors are opening up for the Virgos drawn to this reading, and it's really up to you to tap into your Virgo intuition and trust the downloads coming in from Spirit, trust the red flags even, and ask oneself, is this the right door for me? Right? Do I want to walk through it? Is it going to be abundant enough? Is it going to be fulfilling enough? Is it going to be comfortable enough? Okay. But it's this feeling where, however you want to view it, doors opening, ships coming in, you manifesting it. It just feels like things are just flowing in the way they're meant to. And you need to remember that in moments of slight frustration or just, again, being quite busy, a lot on your plate throughout the month. But I feel like at times I'm feeling quite calm and grounded in your energy for the most part. But I do feel as if there are moments where, whether it's you being affected by energy, just having a lot going on, or just getting a little bit anxious at work and or at home, reground oneself, okay? Cleanse your energy if need be. Because I feel like some of you, there is an adjustment in your perspective taking place, or getting that push from Spirit when you expect the worst. When it comes to a roommate situation, when it comes to your family that you're living with, the housing situation specifically, I feel like for the majority, when it comes to that work situation or multiple, okay, we get it. Things are quite annoying at times. People are annoying, right? But your, again, mindset takes a huge highlight. You could make it worse, okay? We can't have you doing that at this time. The power of your Virgo mind is taking a highlight in more than one way. I'm hearing you're a smart cookie. You're a smart cookie. So let's use that mind to your advantage. And don't let people strip away your power. Interesting. However that comes to be for you, look at that. They want this over here. Levels of victory throughout the month, and it feels like Again, a lot of movement throughout the month. I gotta get here on time, okay? Spirit saying, don't stress it. Just try to prepare to leave earlier and get there earlier. Say you're trying to get to work or to an appointment or a meeting, something of importance for oneself. Wouldn't it be better just to have time to spare time to drive around or to walk around than to stress about being late? And you know that it's going to set a bad tone for that work day or for that meeting, right? It's going to leave you a bit more stressed. So it's just better to be early. And I think you know that. But also, there's a focus on keeping your work environment and your home life quite tidy. We know you're a Virgo and you like things tidy. And I feel like even stuff you're utilizing for your work, okay? Keep your accounts in order. I feel like there's checking of one, if not multiple accounts, making sure things are, they're saying debiting, being withdrawn and deposited properly. But don't over stress it, okay? Just keep tabs, okay? But you're being reminded that you're protected, okay? And try to find a peaceful standpoint on what is making you feel a bit limited or trapped at this time. And do recognize that you're being protected in regards to what needs to come in at this time and moving forward, okay? So they're saying just rest that beautiful mind. But I do feel like in certain ways, you're being reminded that you care, okay? That you are a very genuinely pure, nice individual deep down, and that's going to come into play, okay? There's a sense of good karma coming back to help you out for any efforts to help other people, okay? To assist your charitable nature, coming into play. But I love that for the center of that row, because the Queen of Cups with that imagery is showing that you're a very stable, mature, reliable individual, a golden pillar of success throughout the month of January, where people are seeing you as somebody who will just get the job done and do it well, even if, you don't love it all the meanwhile, okay? But again, you deserve to enjoy your work, all right? So don't be surprised if this month does highlight certain changes that you desire again, or are going through at this time when it comes to your money and career. But again, having the Six of Coins being your main energy for your month, it's definitely an abundant month to say the least. But Spirit's saying, how do we move forward and make sure that you're bringing in even more abundance all the meanwhile? All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll see you next time.